2, 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is episode number 83, I think. No, 85, I think. I'm not actually sure what episode it is. Yeah, just finished a workout and a run. Let's recap the day. So for food today, we did. What did we do today? Food. We did 620 grams of chicken for lunch with a large handful of mixed veg. That was lunch. And then pre-workout we had 200 calories worth of porridge. And then we did some raisins, like a very, very small handful of raisins, like a snack. And now going home to have either 8 eggs and 2 chicken hot dogs, or 10 eggs on their own. So that's the plan. And yeah, that's basically it for food and my plans for food. Moving on to the gym portion of the video. So today we did a push day today, which consisted of beginning with incline dumbbell press. We did 3 sets with no drop set. Then we moved on to machine plate loaded shoulder press, which we did 3 sets with a drop set at the end on that one. Then we did pec deck flies. I should have done machine chest press, but it is what it is. Pec deck flies, we did 3 sets with a drop set at the end. Very, very surprising. I thought my chest would have recovered by then, but my chest was not recovered by then. Then we moved on to lateral raises. We did 3 sets with a drop set on the end. Then we did tricep pushdowns. We did 3 sets with a drop set at the end. And then we finished off with, I think that was it actually, tricep pushdowns. Yeah, then we finished that. And I think I was meant to do either machine press or like tricep pull downs instead of push downs with the rope. But yeah, I've been very low energy these last 2 days, and it could be because I've cut out the majority of my carbs out of my diet, which is probably the reason. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Obviously, playing around with the calories and carbs is a bit of a funny time. Well, not funny, but it's a bit of an interesting time where I'm actually feeling that 125 grams of rice. I felt its disappearance from my diet. Although I'm eating a lot of food in terms of volume. I'm having like a lot of chicken, obviously, and veg fills you up, but obviously I haven't got those carbs where I need them. So yeah, but yeah. So that was the workout. It was good, and then I finished off with a bunch of push-ups. I don't quite know how many I did. I'm not even sure actually. Basically, as I was changing into my running clothes, so just switching out my t-shirt for a running shirt with like sleeveless, similar to this but not this one, I did a bunch of push-ups in the changing rooms. So yeah, obviously I stuck more to the newer plan, but I should have really done chest press. But then the way I've set up, I haven't realized that doing a incline push into a shoulder push into a straight push, my triceps can be so burnt out by then. So I might have to incorporate a different sort of movement, switch 2 things around maybe. But yeah. Anyways, moving on to the run. We did a 4-kilometer run, and bear with me, they might not be in. I'm currently having some editing issues. And by editing issues I mean I was uploading a video 2 nights ago, and I was playing my video game while uploading this video. I put it down on the floor beside grabbing it, I guess my hand slipped, or the drinks mat slipped as well, and it tipped and landed on my laptop. Didn't crack, but the end that is open to drink out of spilled all the way across my keyboard. So naturally I panicked and I quickly checked. The video had been uploaded, so that was fine. But my buttons and my keys were acting funny, so probably not the smartest thing. I didn't see that much water actually go onto the laptop, so I was kind of hopeful that it wouldn't have affected it that much. Hindsight is 2020, however. Yeah, so turns out spilling water all over your laptop is probably going to ruin your laptop very, very, very quickly. And I know that now, so you live and you learn. And unfortunately, it hasn't turned on in the last day, so a little bit disappointing, to be honest. I kind of wish I looked up the first things to do. You meant to turn it off, then turn it off, don't plug it back in. My dumbass thought if I put it on its side and plug it in, it'll be fine. I completely forgot, because I think as I was using it, the keys felt like they went back to normal. So I think that's the end of my MacBook. It's lasted 5 years, but could have lasted way longer. I've never had a single issue with it, apart from one time where I couldn't log in, but that was an update. So incredibly disappointed in myself and my future financial situation, depending on what I decide to do. So for the time being, video is not going to be good, because I'm probably going to be editing either on my iPad or on my phone. I really don't want to do it on my phone, because I have big fingers and a small phone, so it's going to be very difficult. I'm fingers crossed hoping I can get a keyboard for my iPad, and I can use CapCut on the iPad with a keyboard. Fingers crossed that is a possibility. If not, that's absolutely fine. Actually, it's not absolutely fine. If not, I'm going to be very upset that I'm not able to edit videos like I want to and like I can normally. And I actually do hope that my laptop comes back to life. It's currently doing the correct procedure, but I believe, and I think I've resided to my fate of, because I put it on charge while the water was probably inside it, it's fried everything. So yeah, just general disappointment and a large desire to jump off a really, really, really tall bridge in Minecraft. Not really, I'm just saying it for a fact, but yeah, it is quite disappointing. I'm someone who takes a lot of pride in my devices and expensive things, and especially when I paid for the expensive thing and have kept it for such a long time, and then it just goes and dies on me. Well, not dies on me, it just goes and gets treated the way it hasn't been treated this whole time. It's like a girlfriend, you've had a girlfriend for 5 years and you're thinking, yeah, she's so good, she's perfect,